You know, Nigerians, when they're angry, they start to stutter. What do you mean? You don't know nothing about me. At that point, he started to explain. He said, don't you know African women don't have to say much in this life to get by? They have two sounds, and eheh. How you guys feeling, man? Make some noise again, man. I want to feel the energy in this room. This is lovely. I'm so glad to be here. I'm so happy to be here, bouncing back from Rwanda. Yes. Guys, let me tell you something first of all. Let me be clear. The reason why I enjoy this job so much, because I found myself in a country that allows me to express myself. You understand? But I'm also reached a stage where, you know, I need to be a bit more responsible, yeah, and express myself in different ways. I'm a father now, guys. Make some noise for me. Thank you. Not a great achievement. We don't do much, do we? Yeah, this is the thing, right? I'm a father now. I'm a father to a 7-year-old who expects me to know all types of homework. Yeah, she comes to me, never goes to her mother, right? She always comes to me and, Daddy, can you help me with this? And Daddy, and I'm the kind of guy who would just randomly send her to get some water for Daddy so I can go on Google pretty quick, yeah? What she doesn't realize is I'm not that kind of dad. You have to understand, I grew up as a young immigrant boy whose parents were just about speaking English. You got to understand this, right? I come from the Democratic Republic of Congo. Anyone here from Congo? Anyone? Fantastic. Yeah, they're not letting us anymore. Yeah, they're not letting us in anymore. I can tell the numbers have decreased. Yeah. But here's the thing, right? When I was younger, of course, imagine I came from a country where we spoke Lingala, which is my mother tongue. We spoke French, you know, and French was that language, right? When I came to this country, I thought, oh, yeah, I'm special. Because you guys looked at French different to how we looked at it. I didn't know anything else about French, but you guys looked at French as, you know, the language of love. You know, you hear words like, je t'aime, je t'adore. Everything sounds nice, isn't it? Va-va-voom. Like, that's the sound of a car engine. Va-va-voom, right? In any other language, you guys want to be like, you hear someone going va-va-voom in French, oh my God, he's flirting with me. It's a car. You know, what's the sound of an engine in English? Yeah? That's nothing. Do you understand? And of course, in Lingala, we Africans, we just make up sounds for everything. Ta, 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 ta. You know, I was starting the car. Ta, 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 ta. And that's the thing about us being Africans, right? It's like we have sound effects. I'm gonna keep it real with you guys. Like I feel like it's a training program to just reunite us in Great Britain. Have a little bit of understanding. Yeah? I remember growing up. Yeah, I had two friends, Leroy, yeah, and Billy. Those were their real names. Don't look at me like that. You weren't there. Yeah? Billy was English, Leroy was from Jamaica, right? And then we had Tunde. Tunde was my Nigerian friend. And this is what used to happen, right? There was a moment where Leroy and Billy came up to me and said, Ed, we've got to speak to you about something, man. So what's the problem? So, well, you know, Leroy is, you know, Tunde's house. I think, you know, this is Great Britain, man. His mum's a bit restricted. She doesn't say much. It's always the dad talking. She makes these weird sounds. And of course, you know, me being the neutral friend, right? I went over to Tunde and said, Tunde, we've got to talk. Tunde said, what is it? I said, what's wrong? Is everything all right at home? And I tried to be political about it. Of course, you know, Leroy kicked the door down. He's coming and he's like, no, listen, bro. Your mum's a bit crazy, bro. She makes these weird sounds, what's all that about? And at that moment, Tunde switched. You know, Nigerians, when they're angry, they start to stutter. What do you mean? You don't know nothing about me. At that point, he started to explain. He said, don't you know African women don't have to say much in this life to get by? They have two sounds, and eheh. I said, what? Say what? And eheh. That was the first time I heard her saying. I've heard my mom make some sound, but that's just when she doesn't believe me. She'll be like, that means you're getting a beating. That's a different conversation. But she said, and eheh. And I was like, oh, what's this? I've not heard. He said, you're not Nigerian. How would you know? I said, well, explain to me. He goes, well, is when you're confused. Is when you're angry. Is when you're flabbergasted. We like using big words. Discombobulated. I said, what? I said, well, what about eheh? Well, eheh is when you're relaxed. Eheh is when everything is going okay. Eheh is when you see your ex suffering. Sorry, that was for me. I just threw that one in there. She will be watching this. Eheh. So I didn't believe this. I did not believe this, guys. I swear to you. One day, me and my friends, Billy, yeah, Leroy, we went over to Tunde's house and we walked in there and God, Lo and behold, we stumbled upon a conversation that made sense. Now, you won't believe this, so I need to take you into that house. Guys, it's pretty simple. I'm going to split into two. This side, you are the eheh side. This side, you are the side. Now, you are flabbergasted. So, yeah, eheh, you're relaxed. So give me eheh after two. 1, 2. This side, you're where are you from? That that sound, you got hay fever, darling. And this side, I want to hear your sound. You're shocked, you're angry. Yeah? So after 2, 1, 2. This side. Fantastic. So this is how the conversation went. You are my friend Tunde's mom. I'm the dad. Great role play. Here we go. I walked into the house. If I show your side, you'll hear the conversation. Now you'll feel it. This is what we heard. The dad came in, kicked the door down. My sweetie, I have so many bad news. I've been sacked from my job. You know I'm the best employee. And we have the best life saving. It's a wonderful job. You remember how I got this job? Babe, they said they've sacked me. There's nothing we can do again. I might get a second wife. Did you hear? I said maybe a third wife. Baby, I'm joking. I love you. Me and you forever. That's how the conversation went. See, now you're in. Now you're in. Yeah, now you understand.